Have you ever been vulnerable and you don't know how to manage that emotion? How about have you ever been weak and you don't know how to really maneuver that emotion? Man, Jesus is a master of how to steer those emotions in a right direction. When Jesus was ready to embark on this final week of his life, on Palm Sunday, he entered in Jerusalem not on a horse, but on a donkey. When kings come on a horse, it is a symbolic of coming for a fight, for a battle. But when Jesus came on a donkey, he's representing the idea of humility. So he can take all these emotions, that emotions of rejection, emotions of vulnerability, emotions of not knowing what will happen in a week. Only Jesus knew what he might be going through, but he chose to, channel those emotions through the form of humility. He chose to ride on a donkey to represent people in Jerusalem know that I'm coming in a humble servant manner. I'm coming in peace. I'm not coming in for war. I'm not coming in conflict. I came to lay my life down just like you laid those clothes down for me. So it's amazing on this Holy Thursday, we can reflect on Jesus's humbleness. Humbleness is not something you can see on people's, faces and, all that. Maybe you do. I'm not sure. It's not what we wear, what we don't wear. Humbleness is the condition of heart. Humbleness is that I am going through something, but yet I'm about to recognize the others who might be going through more than me so that I can help them. I am weak, but there's someone else even weaker than me, so I want to help them. I feel like I've been rejected, but I want to walk to someone who might be rejected more than me so that I can help them. Jesus, on this Thursday, took a time to wipe every single disciple's feet. I mean, these feet, the feet in America and in developing countries, and even in right now West other countries, everybody wears shoes. But back in this, when I was growing up, I only used to have one pair of shoe, and most of the times I'm collecting a lot of dust in my toes and in my feet. It takes a lot of time to wash our feet. So that's how we grew up, like just like in a culture in Israel. So when Jewish people were at the time of Jesus was doing, they didn't have shoes. They had these sandals and chanclas, and they walk everywhere. They walk. It's not like they're driving in a car, motorcycle. They walk everywhere. They collect a lot of dust underneath there. It smells bad, a layer of dust. But Jesus chose to touch those feet. That's the true humility. Sometimes we only talk to people when they sound like us. Sometimes we only hang out people with the same social status. Sometimes we only admire certain group of people and we reject the other group of people. Sometimes there's some people in your mind are the best, the others don't. That's not humility. Humility is I'm willing to lay down my life for others. Watch this what Jesus said in John 13:14. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. I don't know if you're willing to wash other people's feet. Maybe you do, that's great. But even metaphorically, if you look at it, it's really that embracing the humility by serving our families, serving our churches, serving our communities, serving even strangers. Because true humility is an act of worship. When you're humble before God, you're actually worshiping God. When you're willing to go down to touch the feet of others who are less fortunate than you and I, we're actually exercising the servant leadership just like Jesus did. The idea of servant leadership actually originated from this particular text. There's a lot of people use that. What that means is that I'm willing to serve you before I will receive a service. Jesus said, I did not come to be served, but I came to serve. Serving is an act of worship. And especially those that are in church, they're serving. Don't complain. Just you say, I get to serve. There's so many people who will wish to be in your place. But God trusted you. God gave you. Leverage it. Don't complain. Don't quit. Don't walk away on God's house. Serve God's house because there's so many blessings that God is going to bring. These 12 disciples who experience true humility, they become a world changers because Jesus set the tone how to be a servant leader. Let's be a servant leader this season. Father, I pray for every one of us that we have a humility mindset, humility emotions, humility of perspective, God, that we honor others, we respect others, and we thank you for your favor upon all of us, God, on this Holy Thursday, in Jesus' name. Listen, tomorrow is a Good Friday. Tomorrow at 7 p.m., we'll have a special service. We'll take communion together. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be an amazing service. And also Saturday, Holy Saturday, 9 a.m. And Sunday, 8 a.m., Tamil service. In the 10:30 English, we have a Easter egg hunt and pony rides and petting zoo. It's going to be fun. I know some people don't like Easter egg, and I get it. And I'm with you on that. But I want you to hear me this. Paul said, for Romans, I became a Roman. For Greek, I became a Greek person. For the people under the law, I became under the law. For what? Why do you do this, Paul? So that I might win someone for Christ. It's not about Easter bunny. It's not about Easter egg. But if the kids would come, the parents would come because of Easter egg, and they say yes to Christ, it's worth it. Yes, it is worth it. So let's have a positive perspective so that we can see God's kingdom moving forward. Someone will get saved. Invite someone. It's going to be fun. We'll see you.